What I'm learning is that you gotta make up in your mind every day that you are going to be better, and you have to say it out loud. I am going to be better than I was yesterday. I'm going to be better than I was last month. I'm going to be better than I was last year. I'm not going to be repeating the same cycles. I'm not going to be going around the mountain again. I'm not going to be doing this. I'm going to start climbing the mountain now because I was meant to be more than what I am right now. You got to speak into your life. You know, I really like this story of Ezekiel's encounter with God when God said to him, "Son of man, can these bones live?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know." And the Lord told him to speak to the bones. And the Lord put the words in his mouth and he spoke, and the bones came alive. So it's the same thing we must do to our own life. We must use the word of God to speak into our lives, speak to our spirit man, and tell our spirit man to come alive. Speak over our lives in order to elevate and ignore those voices that will be whispering lies and defeat in your mind, because God will not do that. Before the foundations of the earth, God has already had a plan. And what makes you and I think that he wouldn't have a plan for our lives? He would. God is not a God of confusion, so he wouldn't, create confusion in your mind or in your life to then set you straight. No. I hope I'm making sense. So, if you're seeing this video today, I just want to encourage you to speak into your life. Speak the word of God. Speak the word of God over your life. Think of your mind as a as as soil, and the word of God is the fertilizer. And the more you pour that fertilizer into the soil, which is your mind, the more beautiful crops it will cultivate. It the more will come out of you, out of your mind. And do what is necessary to do in order to grow and become the woman that God has called you to be, the man that God has called you to be. You are not defeated.